Hello, welcome to Xandra's YouTube channel. This is Diana. I am Xandra's owner, and today I have a video for you with her LongLine play and recall. Um, Tibetan Mastiffs are not known for their recall. Tibetan Mastiffs are a dog breed that is really designed to work on their own for a long time. Basically, they're primarily set out at night in villages or camps, and they monitor and patrol the camp all on their own, and they pretty much don't need any guidance from humans. Like, they're supposed to just know what to do and do it. So in a household environment, it makes it really important to keep training up. So I want her to have a better recall. I don't expect her to have a recall like a golden retriever or a German shepherd. It's just not going to be in the cards. I don't want it, and I don't need it necessarily, and so I'm fine with that. So, but I do want her to have, some recall and to reinforce, the bond that we have and to work on some training. So we have gone through that today, and I wanted to show what we did. Now, with the LongLine, I do want to warn people who are going to do the LongLine is that you can see in the video that she kind of gets it around or between her legs. So be really, really careful if you're going to try the LongLine with your dog, because they can really get tripped up and really hurt a leg. So I just want to put it out there that if you are not experienced, or if you have a dog that's going to have a lot more energy or is just going to blow you off completely, you probably want to try something else. This is our first attempt at doing this. I've done LongLine with a horse before, so we're kind of using that LongLine to see how it goes. I think in the future I'm going to get a different lead for her, and or a different collar to go with that lead, because I think it's fine. The lead part is fine. I like the grip of it in my hand personally, but I think that the collar that we had for her was not the proper one. It kept dangling down at her throat rather than at her shoulders, and I think if we had a collar that would stay more in position on the shoulders, we'd have an easier time. And while I don't necessarily want to use a harness, because the last thing you want with this kind of dog is for them to go, oh, I want to pull with you. That's just too much dog to have behind that and to have it muscling you. So that's a bad idea. So next time I might give that a try. But she did really good. There were only a couple times when she really built up some momentum, and I was concerned that she was gonna, just come flush up against that rope, or not the rope, but the lead, and come to a too hard of a stop. But she managed it okay. Now, if you have a more energetic dog like your golden retrievers or your Labradors, you might have more of a problem, because they just really go and they go. But maybe you wouldn't have as much of a problem because they're going to have a better recall, theoretically, and your voice command might, bring them around rather than, just them going crazy. Another thing I wanted to mention is that I read a lot of things where it says, oh, Tibetan Mastiffs they don't have a lot of energy, they're really big, they don't have a lot of athleticism, and even though, my dog is not mature yet, she's still a puppy, they should have athleticism. They should have the ability to chase down a wolf or a snow leopard or a bandit who is going to be at the camp. So those big Tibetan Mastiffs that you see that are just heavy boned, drooping jowls and the heavy brow, those are not a working, healthy, good representation of what the Tibetan Mastiff should be. So I get really frustrated when I see a lot of people talking about the Tibetan Mastiffs, especially people who don't own them, who have maybe seen them on videos, or, of course the videos that are out there are like, they're the Chinese Mastiffs. They're big and heavy, they have the pendulous brows, you can just see them huffing and puffing when they take a few steps. That shouldn't be the way that we promote the breed. The breed should be promoted as a dog who can be out on the steppes in China working, in Tibet working on a farm, protecting their animals, protecting their people, and to not be winded by just a couple steps. Now, at the end of the video, you'll see she definitely does crash after she plays, which is great. That's the whole reason why we picked this breed, because we didn't want a dog that's just high energy, like a Carne Corso. That was our second choice of a dog on our short list, and that would just be, I believe, too much energy for what my husband and I really want to do. So Xandra is perfect for us. The Tibetan Mastiff has the burst of energy, but then she's just calm and quiet and mellow. She has a real low needs as far as her physical activities go, but we want to keep her musculature up and keep her stamina up so she doesn't become one of those dogs that just doesn't do anything. So anyway, now that I've ranted forever, I will let you see the awesome video of the puppy. And I appreciate you guys tuning into the video, and I hope that you'll leave a comment in regards to what you do with your dog on a leash, or do you have leash laws in your area? So here you go. Thank you.